Thank you for joining this short briefing on the MSc Earth Futures programme offered by the School of Geographical and Earth Sciences at the University of Glasgow. My name's Kate Bottrell and I'm one of the conveners of the programme. And in this presentation, I'll be talking you through the core information about this new interdisciplinary programme and also telling you what you will gain from studying it. I'm also a lecturer in human geography in the school, doing research and teaching on international migration and geopolitics. And I've explored this issue in a range of geographical contexts, such as Eastern Europe, Southeast Asia, and Sub-Saharan Africa. And this has shaped my understanding of how mobility in its various forms can be both an opportunity and a challenge for Earth Futures. So why should we be thinking about Earth Futures now? As we know, human beings are significant actors shaping Earth processes, forms, and landscapes. Environments and communities across the globe are under stress in our changing climate, with new ecological, social, and political vulnerabilities emerging in diverse spaces. So how can we understand processes of environmental change and social change better in order to collectively address these global challenges? How do we forge new spaces and modes of community that are less stressed and more caring? These are the sorts of questions that underpin the MSc, a challenge-led programme that will equip students with the knowledge, skills and experience to develop ethical and sustainable responses to environmental challenges. And our research in the school is world leading in its ambition to address some of the key issues of our time, such as climate change, environmental migration, pollution, resource extraction, and urbanization. And the key strengths of the programme are indeed in this interdisciplinary research-led approach that bridges social and environmental sciences. We also offer a critical change-oriented approach, integrated placements with non-governmental organisations, local government, charities, and also private sector organisations, as well as intensive research and skills training with assessments connected to graduate attributes for employment and also training for more advanced PhD study. So to give you some more detail on the programme structure, the programme is structured to foreground these global challenges of the Anthropocene. And we explore these through a core course, which I'll talk about in more detail on the next slide, called Global Challenges, which looks at climate change and sustainable resource futures, as well as transforming livelihoods and global mobilities. But the programme also provides core research and skills training, which will equip students with advanced level qualitative and quantitative research skills, and also the opportunity to produce a substantive dissertation on an issue of their choice. And students also have a chance to showcase this work publicly through a funded student-led conference as part of the programme. And finally, the work placement course provides graduate with an excellent springboard into employment. And I'll be talking a bit more about that as we move on. So I want to focus in more depth now on the Global Challenges core course, which constitutes 40 credits of the programme. So the aim of this course is to introduce you to critical geographical knowledges, approaches and techniques to address social environmental problems. And this approach emphasises responses and solutions to both urgent and emergent challenges. That's also guided by a sensibility where stress and care are used to profile Earth Futures. The course is team taught by human geographers, physical geographers, and earth scientists, and also features guest lectures from beyond the academic world. In this way, we take an interdisciplinary approach to encourage you to be able to think and speak across disciplines to a non-academic audience. The course itself focuses on 4 themes and looks at these using a temporal lens. So for example, in the first theme, mitigating and adapting to climate change, we encourage you to think about climate change as both a current emergency, but also something that's connected to Earth history and deep time. And as such, we provide a range of ways to understand anthropogenic climate change, how our current epoch has come to be known as the Anthropocene, and how this is also challenged through Indigenous thinking and alternative perspectives. And we also explore various experimental approaches that might help to project and mitigate climate change in the future. And as you can see, looking across this table, there are different but overlapping challenges here. We also address the challenges of cycling resources sustainably, building livable landscapes, and developing more just mobilities. Moving on to the work placement course, students benefit from a compulsory work placement as part of this programme, which involves 20 days of work experience with an external organisation. And we developed this course in response to feedback from employers and key organisations working in the environmental and social sector about what they want to see from graduates. So the aim of this course then is to expose students to diverse scenarios where they must understand and communicate complex information, deal with change, manage relationships, be project managers, and also work with vulnerable communities in some contexts. And all of this providing a thorough grounding and springboard into a professional career. Whilst we do have some placement providers in place, students also have the opportunity to arrange their own placement if they wish, in consultation with the programme team. So what makes this course, Earth Futures, distinctive? So what we've aimed to do with this course is not just focus on the problems of our current epoch, but find ways to respond and address to some of the key challenges of our time through a critical and change-oriented approach. Students will gain work experience through the integrated placement and gain extensive research and skills training to enable them to enter a diverse range of professional careers, but also go on to advanced PhD study. And finally, the course features a range of practical and innovative assessments that upskill students in different modes of communication and expression. So overall, the course is distinctive in these 5 different ways, but also sits within the wider school and the kind of supportive infrastructure from the Human Geography Research Group and the Earth Systems Research Group, which you can find elsewhere on our website. Thank you for listening, and if you have any further questions, please do direct them to me at the email address provided on the screen, and we very much look forward to welcome you all onto our programme soon.